Dream, I like to inspire and motivate adults to dream again. Because as we go through life and take on our different roles and responsibilities, we tend to put our dreams on the back burner. And my goal here at DawnDares2Dream is to help you pick those dreams back up and to pursue them again. Now, I want you to understand, I started DawnDares2Dream because I wanted to relay my message and my heart and my feelings across to whomever would listen. It can be difficult getting your closest family and friends to understand the way that you believe and when you try to express it and share it. So this was like my backdoor way into letting everybody know. Now, I may have lost some viewers as a result of that because they don't agree, and that's fine. I am definitely a proponent of everyone having their own thoughts, their own process, their own mindset that works for them. Your religion works for you, you keep that. No one's telling you to get rid of that. Whatever it is that works for you, continue to use it. I'm just saying that sprinkle some of this other information on it, this personal development information that I'm providing you, and see where your life takes you and how you take off personally. Take it out. But always remember, we are in control of how we see our environment. I don't care what everyone says it looks like or everyone says it is. We are in control of how we choose to perceive the environment. Hey dreamers, welcome back. And thank you to all the new dreamers who stopped by DawnDares2Dream today to see what we're all about. Well, today, you know, we're in VLOGMAS, right? Okay, so today I still want to piggyback on the topic that I had on yesterday. I want to talk about the law of attraction and how it impacts our life depending on our mindset. Now, I was sitting here thinking, literally right before I started recording, believing in the law of attraction or the universal laws of the universe, the 12 universal laws, or believing in God or Jesus or any other religion that you choose to, all of it's a choice. And for me, I believed in God and Jesus from a child because I grew up in church. My aunt was a pastor of a church, and that's what I was taught, and that's what I believed because my relatives believed, you know? And as I grew, then I realized I had my own relationship with God, and that was due to the circumstances that were going on in my life. I didn't have the best upbringing. It wasn't the worst upbringing, but I went through some things, and I believe if I did not believe in God and believe in Jesus and have faith and hope, I wouldn't be here today. So since I'm bipolar, I can tell when I look back over my life how being bipolar impacted me and some of the issues and situations that I went through as a result of being bipolar. But again, did not know back then. But I can look back and go, yeah, I recognize this. I can recognize the depression. And what I'm saying to you is I was a child who was bipolar, who went through a lot of different things, who suffered from a large amount of depression. Now, there were many times as a kid, I didn't even want to live anymore, you know, but I really didn't know how to commit suicide properly. And I know that's not funny, but it's funny. I didn't know how to commit suicide properly. So I never tried. And I also believed in God and Jesus. And, you know, one of the 10 commandments is thou shalt not kill, right? So I used to say to myself, if I killed myself, I wouldn't be able to ask for forgiveness. So I would commit that sin and then I would go to hell. And that's, to be honest with you, the logic that kept me from even trying to explore ideas of taking my own life. But those are thoughts that I had. But believing in God and Jesus really helped me to get through those things. So I grow up and I'm an adult. And at this phase in my life, I still believe in God. Not sure how much I believe in everything that the Bible has to say. Now, the Bible is definitely a historical text. There are a lot of things in the Bible that you learn in world history, you know, that early history that line up with the things in the Bible and the people in the Bible. So I definitely believe that the Bible is a text that was written during a time. Whether or not it was inspired by God and that's what it was, I don't know. I'm a skeptic when it comes to that, but that's because that's how I choose to believe. Because remember, as a kid and all the way up to my early 20s, I believed straight Jesus and God. Then somewhere in there, without learning anything about the law of attraction or learning about anything else, I just questioned my Christianity. I questioned the religion that I was taught. Now, after all of this questioning, I still never stopped believing in God. I still believe that Jesus existed. I don't believe that he did not exist. Now, everything that he did and said, I don't know how true that is, but I will tell you this. The one thing that I love about Jesus is that he believed in what he believed in, and he wanted to share it with the masses. He wanted to share it with the people and the real people. And I love that about him, that he communed with the sinners, so to speak, because he wanted to share that the love of Jesus, and he wanted them to understand. So I love that about Jesus. And I've always wanted to pattern myself after him with respect to how he was a man of the people. So I still have my base belief in some sense, but it's kind of morphed and it's changed. Then I get introduced to the law of attraction. Now, I didn't initially jump on board with the law of attraction. Remember, I had grew up with Christianity, and so now I'm learning this new thing. My aunt is introducing it to me, but I'm willing to listen because it sounded pretty good. But the point I really want to get to here, and I want you to understand in this video, whatever it is that you believe, make sure you truly believe it. Because if you don't truly believe it, it's not going to work for you. So if you're a Christian and you're trying to get this abundant life that God says he has for you, but you don't believe that you are ever going to be worthy of meeting the standards to have that life, you're not going to have it. It's plain and simple, because our lives are a reflection of what we see and believe in our minds. It's reflected out in our reality, and it's reflected simply by the things that we do, the things that we say, where we go, the type of people we incorporate in our lives. All of that is a reflection of how we feel about ourselves. Like I said, again, all of that, our whole life, the thing that we project outside of us, the whole thing is a projection of how we see ourselves in our mind. I do speak on that in my intro. I say it's how we perceive things to be, because that's what it is. Our life is what we make it. Whatever you believe, your life is still what you make it to be. So as I continue to talk about the law of attraction, you will hear me bring it up, because it's the base for a lot of the things that I ended up believing, or I grew into and matured into believing. So I constantly keep bringing up, lately anyway, my mindset, belief, action. I keep bringing up mindset, belief, action, MBA, because I believe that is the foundation for having the life of your dreams. You have to have the mindset that's going to achieve that. So what are you feeding your brain? What are you reading on a daily basis? What are you renewing your mind with? Are you listening to some motivational speakers in your car? You got some CDs? Are you reading some books that are about personal development, about success? What are you feeding yourself? Are you going to regular school, college, to get the degree that you think you may need to achieve whatever it is? Because whatever you believe you need to have before you can get the life of your dreams is what you need to do. So if that in your mind is go to college and get your master's, get your doctorate, then you need to go ahead and do that, because that's what you believe. But if you're a person who believes that I can be an entrepreneur, I can go out here and I can build a business and I can make millions of dollars, all because I make sure that I surround myself with other entrepreneurs and I learn from them, and I go to these mastermind classes and I learn and I implement what I learn. If that's your mindset, that's what you need to do to be successful. But you have to do something. You have to feed your mind. You cannot just expect that things are just going to happen and it's going to fall out the sky. For instance, when growing up in church, they talked about, I think it was Moses, and he's taking the people to, I forget, oh Lord, it's horrible, but to the promised land, I'm sorry. So he's taking them to the promised land, and they don't have food, they don't have this, and manna fell out of heaven, they say manna, and it fed them. I feel like sometimes that's what people think. I decided that I want to be successful and it's just going to happen. It's just going to fall out of the sky. It's going to go poof. No, it isn't. I don't care how much you believe that this is going to pop up. It's not popping up. There are things that you have to do. You have to have the proper mindset, so you have to feed that mindset. Then, after you feed your mindset, you have to have a belief system that is going to support your success. You heard what I said, right? A belief system that's going to support your success. What I mean by that is, if you don't truly believe that you can be successful or have that abundant life with your religious base, with the spiritual thoughts and concepts that you have, encountered, if you don't believe it, you're not going to be successful. There's nothing anyone else can do to make you successful. The only person who can make you successful is you. And you have to define what success looks like for you. What does that really mean? Then after you believe and you have the proper mindset and you believe, you have to take action. You have to say, okay, I want to be an entrepreneur. I don't really know much about how to start a business, so maybe you need to take a business class at a community college. Maybe you need to take some online course. Maybe you just need to be around other entrepreneurs who are in the mood of teaching and providing that information, that baseline information that you need to move forward. But you have to take some kind of action. You just can't say, okay, I believe, yeah, I got my mindset, I got all this education, I know everything, and now I believe, and then you just sit there. Poof, the man is going to fall out the sky. It is not. You have to take some type of action. Now, I am not saying that the action that you're going to take is everything that's going to get you there. But God or the universe, however you believe, or yourself, to take yourself seriously, you have to take action towards your goal. Because when you start to take action and you find out the steps and the things you need to do and you begin to do those things, it boosts your belief. It boosts your mindset. And then you want to take more action. And before you know it, then the poof will happen and you will have what it is that you desire. So I hope this has made sense. I will continue to try to bring up examples about mindset, belief, action, law of attraction. I'll try to do that because I really want my audience, I want my dreamers to understand this base concept. So if you like this video, give me a thumbs up. Also down here, there's a share button with an arrow. Click on that share button. Share it to your social media platform. And also leave me a comment. If you have any questions about this particular topic, drop me a comment. I will respond to you within 24 hours. And last, my face is going to be up here to circle. So click on my face, select the gray bell, select all. And that way you'll be subscribed to my YouTube channel and you'll be notified to all the new content that I place up here to YouTube. Thanks for hanging out with me today, dreamers. Have a great day, dreamers.